Hey girls and guys and girls. So, this is based off of a part dream that I had, but I'm still asking God like about what he was saying in particular, okay? But it just brought me back to the prayer that I had done yesterday after this situation had happened to me. So it's based off of an actual event, okay? And something that happened to me from 2019 as well. Like, I am a person, I don't like a lot of questions being asked, okay? Don't ask me a whole load of questions because it's quite likely I either won't answer or I'll ask like why. Why is that important? Why do you want to know, right? Something along that line anyway, okay? Or I just straight will just not answer it the way that you expected me to answer it, whichever way it is, avoid it, whatever, okay? Because if I feel like it's unnecessary, I'm not going to answer it. So in 2019 was my daughter's birthday, and her friend's mom came, and she just started asking me so many personal questions, right? Like my age. She wanted to know like if I was related to this person, this, and like pure questions. And I was like, I don't tell people those things, right? I just kind of like backed it off, kind of thing, but in a nice way. And I was confused at the time, like, why is she asking me these things, right? Because as I said, I haven't been on this walk for very long, okay? I didn't know what was going on in 2019, right? When he was calling me properly, right? It's only been over the past year and a half roughly about that I've realized like what he's been saying to me. So I was still kind of like what's actually going on, right? But there was a load of funny things that was happening in 2019 anyway, right? So well, you could say 2020 because her birthday starts in the new year. So yeah, from 2019 up to 2020, and it was mad, okay? But you're gonna find that people are gonna start asking you a lot of questions, all right? Because the enemy uses people, right? He wants to gather information. So be careful with your personal details, okay? There are many things that are being stolen in this hour from your identity, okay? If you allow it to happen, the enemy will try and take these things, okay, and use them against you because he knows that God has his promise close for you. He doesn't know exactly when it's going to happen, but he knows that it's close. So he's going to try and put a spanner in the works in any way that he feels like he possibly can, okay? Like some people will turn and say, oh, they're just asking a simple question. Be careful of the questions that people are asking you, okay? Because it can seem like it's a simple question, the next minute it's gone left, okay? So just be careful out here when you're divulging certain things to people, because not all people are working in the right frame of mind. They have the enemy's minions upon them, okay? And they are being used by those entities. So I said a prayer yesterday, obviously after a certain situation that had happened to me yesterday. Like a couple of questions was asked of me in that moment too. It wasn't too deep, but I figured it was enough for me to say a prayer, right? Because I'm always trying to be cautious out here, especially when it comes to new people and the things that I turn around and say to them, right? And my favorite go-to is Jeremiah 20:11, okay? Let all the powers encamping against my goodness and breakthroughs become confused and be scattered in the name of Jesus. Let all the powers of my adversaries be rendered impotent in the name of Jesus, okay? We render the powers of the evil one impotent in this hour, okay? So whenever you feel in your spirit that he is trying to come up against you, right, and take what is yours, okay, especially if it comes to your important information, things about you that belong to you, about your person, that are basically your fingerprint, right, we come up against him, okay? It says, let all the powers of my adversaries be rendered impotent in the name of Jesus, okay? Render his powers impotent in this hour, okay? Do not allow for him to come in and take from you, and you do not fight back, okay? Make his powers impotent in this hour, okay? Those little powers that he has, right? Because at the end of the day, right, this is a battle, right? Could say the war, right, that you are fighting, and it's a spiritual one. So by looking by the eyes, it may not seem like it's something that's that serious, but I'm telling you now, okay? The enemy uses people. So be careful out here, all right? Be very careful out here because he can use anybody, okay, to come up and ask you things that seem like so small, so innocent, and it can go left, okay, really quickly. So please take heed in this hour, okay? Be mindful of the questions. Be mindful of the answers that you give, right? Because my nanny always used to say to me, if you don't ask me no question, I won't tell you no lie, all right? Okay, right? And I'm not a person who likes to lie, but if I feel like those questions are something that I don't really particularly want to answer, I'm gonna have something else to give you instead of the answer that I'm supposed to give, okay? Because there should be no need for you knowing certain things about me, especially if I've just met you as well. It's like a little bit suspect to me, okay? Like, especially if you've just met somebody, like, they don't need to know your full ins and outs of who you are, okay? You're not with them. That's not your husband, your wife. That's not a family member. And even then, some of your family members shouldn't know all of your details either, okay? Because we have some of those too. So be very careful, okay? But that's the end of the word. Take heed, and I hope that this blesses whoever it's for many of us, to be honest with you. So just take it as like a message of guidance, which this basically is all about on this page, to be honest with you. Godly guidance. Okay, I've changed the name of the page to G for G and G because it's guidance for girls and guys. Okay, I started off as guidance for girls. Okay, so if you notice the change, that's what it is. Okay, so I realized he got me started on this to engage with the girls, but there are some guys, okay, who come here and listen too. So let's be inclusive, right? So if this has helped anybody, smash the like button. I appreciate it. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Ciao, Bella.